Hi, it's Jennifer from Soul Source Tarot, and I am here to do a reading for Sagittarius. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and this is for December, okay? This is a preview of what's to come for December. So you may be watching it in November, and it may or may not resonate, but the intention is for it to be for December. So I would urge you to watch it then, because that's when it's supposed to resonate. I do apologize if you hear the dryer in the background. I have to do laundry, so you may or may not hear that. What do we have for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for December? And the reason I'm doing this now, so early, is because I wanted to see what the eclipse energy had in store, you know. We've had the eclipses, and I figured we'd jump ahead to see what December is going to look like. Pin, new job or career. December. Desk, pay attention to your work. Again, may have something to do with your job or your career. Maybe you need to choose something that is more aligned with you, or you are just getting a new job, or maybe some of you may just be changing positions. What do we have for Sagittarius? Ooh, target, a goal-oriented person. So this is hitting a target of some sort. Looks good. Meeting your goals, really focused on your goals. Really, really focused. Wow, that's great. Maybe you're setting new goals during this time. Maybe something happened in November which has caused you to make a decision to set new goals. Now you're focused. Okay. They have done this before and they will continue to do so. Maybe that's somebody in your past. Drama queen. We do have a drama queen that is involved. Could be you. That is in your reading. We all go through periods of uneasiness or uncomfortableness or uncertainty that, you know, changes us, brings us some sort of enlightenment. Sometimes we lose control of our emotions and something happens that changes everything. There could be somebody in your life that is causing drama and you just can't take it anymore. Well, I mean, these three cards kind of play out together. They will not change ever. Maybe that's what's causing you to take charge of a situation. I mean, we obviously have an ass here. Oh my goodness, hurricane season ahead. I think you got this one last time. Hurricane season ahead. I mean, that's like a tower moment. You never know when it's going to come. It comes and you're forced to change. Reading is for December. So there could be more changes that are coming. I think you've weathered quite a few storms, so, you know, I feel like you're going to be able to handle it. That's what I just heard. It's not like you haven't been through this before. This is turbulence. This is sudden change. This reading is for December. It's not easy, okay? Say if you're getting a new job or you're getting a new position, it might be uncomfortable at the beginning. There could be a change in living situation or work situation. It's time to move on. Boy, we got a clear message here. We have a very clear message. It's time to move on from a situation. Maybe it's time to move on from a turbulent situation where it's been dark. It's been cold. You know, you never know what's going to happen next. Maybe it's time to move on. I got 999 on the bottom, which is time for closure. A cycle is coming to an end in your life. It's the end of a situation. It is definitely time to move on, and I believe that's what you're going to be doing. I think you're moving out of a situation, honestly. I do. I think you've been around somebody that is very arrogant. They're very difficult to deal with. They may cause a lot of drama in your life. They've been doing it for a long time. This is what they do. You can't reason. You may have to face a storm. You may have to get out of a situation. You may have to face the challenge, you know. I think you are going to be moving on from something. I do. It is time to move on. What do we have for Sagittarius? I gotta fix my... There we go. Had to turn my computer. What do we have for Sagittarius? Oh, the Empress, the birth of a new life. This is a rebirth. It's a time of blessings, receiving blessings. The Empress is the goddess of love and abundance, good health and wealth, and it's a time of fertility. It's a time of growth, creating something new. Okay, this is a beautiful new life. It's beautiful. This is being reborn again. Beautiful. Beautiful new life, creating a new life. It will grow. It's a time of growth. It's a time of blessings. It's time to receive a blessing of some sort. You deserve it. I feel like you do. I think that you've been through a stressful situation with a real ass. Somebody that is very dramatic. Somebody that, I don't know if they don't respect you. Anyhow, the Empress is about being loved and cared for. There may have something to do with a mother here that, you know, that's gonna, or there's somebody around you that may be taking care of you or giving you some sort of love, or you're gonna be going through a period of growth or rebirth. It's time for a blessing. It really is. Now the Empress is creating a new life. It's beautiful. It really is. You may be glowing. You may find yourself in a really good space. It's definitely a time of abundance and fertility. So it is definitely a time of fertility, growth. A new life is about to begin. Those fell out. 7 of Pentacles. Ace of Cups reversed. 4 of Pentacles. Very stubborn. We have a stubborn ass here. 4 Pentacles is a card of stubbornness, and so is that one. We definitely have a stubborn ass here. Anyhow, 7 of Pentacles. That's about investment. There's some sort of short-lived success in the past. There's somebody around you that I feel like you've been trying to make it work with this person, but you haven't gotten what you thought that you were going to get. There's a lack of love, a lack of emotional support. There's emotional outbursts here. There's somebody that is emotionally withdrawn that is around you. This person, you know, I don't know, may not have a very big heart, or they're cold, or they use emotions to get their way. It could be somebody that, you know, uses emotional manipulation to get their way. There's some sort of sadness here with the ace. So it is sad. You may have somebody here that is just really cold. Their misery loves company. That's been causing a lot of misery. They will not change ever. Four of Pentacles is about stability, holding on to something, very stubborn, maybe obsessed. We may have somebody here that is just obsessed. They're obsessed with what they have. Very greedy, selfish. More focused on money than love. More focused on what they can get. There could be even somebody here that's just trying to climb the ladder. They don't care who they hurt. Seven of Cups reversed. Seven of Cups reversed is coming out of confusion, making a clear choice. It is time to move on. There's been other options here. Somebody has been ignoring the options. And, you know, I'm going to say this. Some of you may have been stubborn. You may have been stubborn. You may have been investing in a dead end. You know, with an ass that's never going to change. It happens all the time. People do it daily. They do it at work. They do it in their relationships. It's like, I'm going to continue to work on this. I'm going to continue. And I hate to say to give up. I don't really want to say that. But it looks like it's time for you to create a new life. You need to focus on your goals. Focus on your abundance. Focus on your life. Focus on your growth. Focus on you. I mean, that Ace of Cups reversed, that is an emotional blockage. Maybe you've been blocking your own abundance. Investing in something that, you know, may have had some sort of short-lived success, but this person, whoever it is that you're dealing with, isn't going to change. They're unreasonable. They're more focused on money than they are love or something like that. Or they're selfish. They're greedy. I also have holding on to an ass. Anyhow, Seven of Cups reversed is becoming clear of a choice, coming out of confusion. The options have been there. There's been, you know, ignoring the options or making poor choices. Now there's turbulence because of those poor choices. But we do have coming out of confusion, seeing it clearly, making a choice, making a decision to move on from something. Now, Seven of Cups is a card of consequences. Holding on to things that are not emotionally available or giving or fulfilling is not practical. I mean, I don't have any practicality here. It's not practical. It's not happiness. Anyhow, Seven of Cups reversed is seeing very clearly, something being made very, very clear. I wonder if somebody's been hiding something, maybe even hoarding money or hiding money, or just so focused on money or so focused on what they can get. The Moon, there is deception, there's lies, all is not as it seems. There's something below the surface that has been hidden. There has been illusion here. There's been illusion and fantasy, maybe even some addictions. Maybe somebody's been going overboard. They've been, and we have it here, going to extremes. Something is off. Something is off. There's something that isn't being seen clearly or hasn't been, but this is clarity. receiving some clarity about something that was secret or hidden, you know, or maybe it's just confusion, coming out of confusion. There could be something that is hidden, that is being revealed, that is being seen. Could be dealing with a Pisces, could be dealing with a Cancer. Definitely dealing with an ass. Anyhow, we have Libra and Taurus here, but this could be your energy as well. It's time. It's harvest time. It's time for a blessing. It's time to be loved. It's time to be cared for. It's time for a new life. It's time to move on. It's time for a rebirth. There's something going on below the surface that you are unaware of. There are some hidden forces here that is bringing some sort of clarity. This is coming out of the darkness. It is. Ooh, Ace of Wands on the bottom. This is a new spark. It's a new vision. It's a new drive. It's doing something suddenly. A sudden new direction, just going for it is definitely a time of growth. Now, this is a seed that has been planted that is coming to fruition now. This is the blessing. This is the fertilization of the seed. Okay, I feel like there's something that was planted a long time ago that is coming to fruition now. It's time. It's time for a rebirth. It's time to start over. It's time for a new life. This is definitely exciting. Okay? It is. Let's cat in. All is not as it seems. A blessing is right below the surface. You may not see it coming, but it is. You are about to create something new. This is a new life. It really is beautiful. Coming out of confusion, something like that. Making another choice. Facing fears. Okay. Ooh. Knight of Swords reversed and the Eight of Swords. Okay, the Knight of Swords reversed may be energy all over the place. You know, the Knight of Swords reversed is somebody that may have a hard time controlling their energy at this time. This could be like out of control energy, going somewhere in a hurry. Eight of Swords is a mental trap, mental turmoil, you know, self-imposed restrictions, fears, being held back, trapped in a situation, mental conflict. There is mental conflict here, mental turmoil, confusion, out of control. Knight of Swords reversed. That is somebody that may lead others into danger, doesn't think, maybe, you know, attacks others, doesn't accept responsibility, blames others for everything. You know, they will not change ever. Could be dealing with Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. Excuse me. Getting out of a situation pretty fast, going somewhere in a hurry. Now, the Eight of Swords is some sort of prison, you know, mental prison, tied to a situation, trapped in some sort of mental turmoil. There's mental confusion here as well. Somebody's confused. There's mental conflict. There's a need to, there's fear. There's a need to let go of the fear. Slow down as well. You know, think about your actions. Think about where you're going. Think about your stability. There's something that is happening suddenly. This could be a sudden departure, okay? There could be an argument. This could be like a verbal attack, you know? Just saying, I mean, the Knight of Swords reverse can be some sort of attack. It can be. There's something happening suddenly here. There's going to be a sudden change. It may be disruptive. I'm just being honest. Now, the Eight of Swords is confinement. It is restrictions. It's staying in a situation that is uncomfortable when there is a means to get out. Somebody has, this is a card of consequences for the choices that you make. You have a choice. You may have to face some fears or, you know, face an addiction or something to get out of a situation. This is getting out of a situation quick. There's some sort of abuse here. Mental, physical, verbal. Now, you know, for some of you, I don't know if somebody's going to jail, going to prison, going to jail for their choices that they have made. I mean, we have, this is like being locked up here as well. You see something's getting locked, so I don't know. You know, maybe it's somebody that you're dealing with. I don't know. Five of Wands reversed. Five of Wands reversed is the end of a conflict. It's the end of a tense situation. It is. Game over. It's time to move on. All done playing, not going to engage. The conflict is ending. It's time for a new life. So it is definitely time for a new life. So something is happening. It is going to be sudden, okay? Because of these cards. Seeing very clearly. Something is going to be seen very, very clearly. We have somebody here that is in a situation that they need to get out of, and they need to get out of it like right now. There's tension, there's conflict, there's competition, but it is coming to an end. It is. It's time to move on. We do have a new life here. This is absolutely beautiful. It really is a blessing. Something could be happening that is actually a blessing in disguise. Maybe it breaks you free from some sort of abuse. This is relief. The Five of Wands reversed is relief. Breaking free. I feel like you've been trapped in a situation, and maybe it's just your own mental conflict, your own mental confusion. I'm just saying, I mean, it could definitely be. Maybe there's just been a lot of fear of going somewhere, or fear of starting over, or fear of the unknown, maybe even. Anyhow, this is relief. It is time to move on. Moving on brings you relief. There is definitely some sort of relief here. This is, phew, I'm free. I'm free. I guess this is it, huh? Caregiver, and this is a caregiver as well. We are with you, and Spirit has its own way of recognizing the care and love you provide to others, especially at the end of their lives, just as you received care and love at the start of your life. Caregivers often focus all their attention on their loved ones and often neglect their own concerns and well-being in the process. I think I said, you need to take care of you. You need to take care of you right now. This is about you. So anyway, Sagittarius, I feel like there's been some sort of mental confusion. I think that your thoughts have been all over the place. I think that you've been confined to a situation, maybe even going through some confusion, you know, maybe even there's been some sort of illusion here. I feel like, you know, not wanting to face the storm, but, you know, ignoring the storm. Gotta face the storm. There could be some stormy weather still yet ahead, and I said it in my last reading, and I'm gonna say it again. I don't think it's over, and I think it's because you've been neglecting you. You've been neglecting you. Anyhow, there could definitely be some turbulence. There could be some verbal attacks, mental attacks, whatever, abuse. But I think that relief is in sight. It's time to move on. You may be reluctant to move on, but I think it's time to move on. And you are creating a new life. You will be creating a new life. What do we have? And there will be growth, and there will be fertility. What do we have for Sagittarius? Maybe it's time for you to be taken care of. Balance. I mean, we all know what that card means, but I like to read from these books for some unknown reason. I don't read any other tarot books, but these I do. Here stands a daintily posed ballerina. Although her balanced posture looks effortless, we do not see the many hours of discipline it took to cultivate such grace and poise. As she looks down at the hummingbird, her fragile wing-like arms fold reverently inward, while she hovers on the tips of her toes as if to avoid or to afford a better view, The male and female hummingbirds represent the relationship between opposites, and their nest of illuminated golden eggs is the divine culmination of both. From the moment we are born, and we keep talking about being born, something about being born again. We definitely have a rebirth here. From the moment we are born, we enter into the realm of opposites. We soon come to realize that finding an artful balance is not only a continual act of survival, but also an ongoing rite of passage leading to a deeper, more refined understanding of ourselves and our relationship to life. Left unchecked, unconscious drives, attachments, and addictions can manifest as blind spots, making it hard to access our internal compass and navigate our intentions wisely. A healthy lifestyle involving exercise and a nutritious diet provides a good foundation for which to create a more balanced life. Loss of balance in any domain, be it physical, emotional, or spiritual, can lead to a loss of perspective, clarity, and ultimately our way. And I think that you've lost your way. I do. I think that addictions have taken over, whether it be food, alcohol, drugs, codependency of another person. I think there's been a lot of confusion and you've lost sight of yourself. The presence of this card invites you into the stillness to address any area where the steadying hand of balance needs to be restored. Self-honesty and willingness to listen to your head and the intuitive wisdom of your heart will help identify areas needing attention. As the author of your own script, if changes need to happen, you and you alone have the freedom to rewrite the storyline. To realize your dreams, don't be afraid to aim for the stars. But as my grandma used to say, don't be so heavenly bound that you are no earthly good. It is definitely time of rebirth for you. You are going to be going in a new direction, okay? And I think that you're going to be taking back control and making some lifestyle changes. Good luck.